Welcome to English Buddhism. Every Buddha story carries a lesson. Every teaching holds the power to awaken the soul. If today's wisdom touches your heart, don't let it stop here. Like to spread kindness, share to inspire others, comment your reflections, and subscribe with the bell to continue this journey of enlightenment together. Buddha's teachings on the origins of suffering, learning to let go. Have you ever felt burdened by nameless worries? Have you ever lain awake at night, unable to let go of the thoughts circling endlessly in your mind? Life is full of complexities, pressures, and expectations, making it easy for people to fall into a cycle of suffering without knowing how to break free. But have you ever asked yourself, where does suffering truly come from? Is it caused by external circumstances? Or is it something created by our own minds? Buddha taught, a peaceful mind leads to a peaceful life. A chaotic mind brings disorder. Suffering is not caused by others, nor is it merely a result of external events. It is shaped by our own perceptions and reactions to everything around us. One person may live in luxury yet feel miserable, while another may possess nothing and still be content and at peace. This reveals that suffering does not arise from circumstances but rather from within our own minds. We often believe that achieving wealth, fame, or love will bring happiness. Yet, when we attain these things, we fear losing them. When we lack them, we experience regret and self-doubt. Trapped in this cycle of negative thoughts, worries, and anxieties, we fail to realize that our attachment, desires, and expectations are the root causes of our suffering. A Buddhist parable tells the story of a man carrying a heavy rock on his shoulders. He constantly complained about its weight but refused to put it down. A Zen master saw him and asked, "Why don't you let it go?" The man hesitated and replied, "But it is mine. I have carried it for many years." The Zen master smiled and said, "You are making yourself suffer without realizing it. Simply put it down, and you will feel instant relief." Suffering is like that rock. We hold on to painful memories, grudges, and invisible pressures, unknowingly making ourselves suffer. We forget that no one can truly hurt us unless we allow it to happen. If you feel weighed down today, if your mind is restless with endless thoughts, it is time to learn how to let go. Letting go does not mean running away or giving up. It means releasing unnecessary burdens and things beyond our control so that our minds can be lighter. This video will help you understand the deep-rooted causes of suffering. Why do we continue to experience pain and struggle to escape it? The benefits of letting go. How can letting go transform your life? Practical methods. How can we maintain inner peace amidst the chaos of life? Let's explore and apply Buddha's teachings to cultivate a more peaceful life. For only when the mind is calm can life truly be serene. Causes of suffering and distress. Have you ever wondered why some people, despite living amidst difficulties, always manage to smile with serenity, while others, even in wealth and luxury, are constantly consumed by worries? The answer lies in the mind of each person. Suffering does not arise from circumstances. It comes from how we perceive and react to everything around us. The Buddha taught, all suffering in this world originates from attachment. When we cannot let go of the past, when we worry excessively about the future, and when we allow expectations and desires to control our lives, we will never find true peace. Below are the main causes of suffering that many people struggle with. A. Negative memories and unhealed pain. Have you ever felt haunted by an old memory, unable to find peace at night? Whether good or bad, the past remains the past, yet people tend to cling to painful experiences, turning them into wounds that never heal. Someone who has been betrayed in love may lose faith in relationships and be afraid to open their heart again. A person who has failed in their career may live in constant self-doubt, never daring to try once more. We hold onto these pains as if they define who we are, forgetting that true freedom only comes when we learn to let go. The Buddha taught, the past is gone, the future has not yet arrived, only the present moment is truly valuable. So why do we chain ourselves to things that no longer exist? Only when you learn to accept and forgive can you move forward. Some methods to help release painful memories include meditation, helps calm the mind and prevents it from being swept away by negative thoughts. Journaling, writing down your emotions allows you to process them and gain clarity. Forgiveness, forgiving is not about others, it is about setting yourself free. B. Pressure from work and relationships. In today's world, people not only face financial struggles but also the immense pressure of societal expectations. When we fail to achieve our set goals, we often fall into disappointment, self-blame, and a spiral of distress. Imagine yourself as a glass of water. Each day, work stress, misunderstandings in relationships, and family responsibilities add drops of water into the glass. If you don't know how to pour some out, one day the glass will overflow and shatter. The Buddha taught, no one can make you suffer unless you allow them to. Ways to reduce pressure in life. Set clear boundaries. Do not let work consume your mind completely. Know when to take a break. Communicate honestly in relationships. Express your thoughts truthfully instead of suppressing resentment. Practice gratitude instead of focusing on what you lack. Appreciate what you already have. Pressure will always exist, but if you shift your perspective, it will no longer be a burden but a stepping stone for personal growth. C. Attachment and perception of reality. Have you ever placed all your hopes on something, only to be deeply disappointed when it did not happen as expected? Or have you ever thought that attaining a certain goal, whether wealth, love, or success, would bring happiness, only to realize that even after achieving it, you still feel empty? This is attachment, the deepest root of suffering. We want to control everything, to have life unfold exactly as we wish. But the truth is that nothing is permanent, and nothing is guaranteed. Think of an ocean wave. If you try to grasp it, it will slip through your fingers. But if you let it flow naturally, you will see that each wave has its own beauty. The Buddha taught, nothing in this world is permanent. Clinging to illusions will only bring more pain. How to let go of attachment. See life from a broader perspective. A failure today might be the foundation of tomorrow's success. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own path. Happiness is not a competition. Accept impermanence. What comes will come. What goes will go. The key is to learn from every experience. Conclusion. Suffering does not come from external circumstances. It arises from how we perceive and react to life. Painful memories, societal pressures, and attachments to material things or status all create invisible chains that bind our minds. But remember this, you cannot control the world, but you can control your own mind. Only when you learn to let go can you truly find peace. In the next section, we will explore the benefits of letting go of suffering and how to apply the Buddha's teachings in daily life to achieve tranquility and happiness. Don't miss it. The benefits of letting go of worries. After understanding the root causes of suffering, you might be wondering, if I learn to let go, how will my life change? In reality, when you release unnecessary burdens, you will experience a sense of lightness, serenity, and true happiness from within. The Buddha taught, letting go does not mean losing, it means allowing the soul to be lighter. Here are the profound benefits you will gain when you practice letting go of worries. A living lighter, more peacefully, and happier. Imagine climbing a tall mountain while carrying a heavy backpack. Every worry, every painful past memory, and every unfulfilled expectation is like a stone inside that backpack. As you continue walking, each day feels heavier, more exhausting, and burdensome. But if you start dropping unnecessary stones one by one, the journey becomes easier, your steps lighter, and you can begin to enjoy the path rather than just focusing on the difficulties ahead. Letting go allows us to break free from the past. Old wounds will no longer have the power to hurt you. Stop excessive worry about the future. You learn to live in the present and cherish each moment. Not be affected by trivial matters. Small things won't disturb your peace anymore. The more you learn to let go, the more you can fully experience life. When your mind is no longer filled with negativity, you will find joy in the simplest things, like the warmth of the sun, the aroma of a cup of tea, or the smile of a stranger. Letting go is not about giving up, it's about choosing what truly matters in life. B. Cultivating a positive and peaceful mindset. Have you ever noticed that happy people have a unique way of looking at life? It's not that they don't face challenges, it's that they know how to accept and navigate them with a positive mindset. The Buddha taught, when the mind is at peace, the world will naturally be at peace. If you can let go of suffering, you will develop a peaceful state of mind, a state where, no matter what happens, you remain calm and do not let negative emotions take control. For example, when criticized, instead of reacting with anger, You understand that their words reflect their own struggles, not your worth. When facing difficulties, instead of blaming life, you seek ways to adapt and overcome them. A positive mindset helps you stay calm in any situation, see opportunities even in adversity, radiate positive energy to those around you. Did you know that, according to scientific studies, people with a positive mindset tend to live longer, have better health, and lead more fulfilling lives compared to those who dwell in negativity? This means that letting go of worries not only makes you happier but also helps you live a longer, healthier life. See improving relationships, cultivating love and understanding. One of the biggest sources of suffering in life comes from relationships. Family conflicts, misunderstandings between friends, or betrayal in love. These experiences can cause deep pain. However, if you learn to let go, everything becomes much simpler. The Buddha taught, hatred cannot be dissolved by hatred. Only love and compassion can do that. When you learn to let go, you will no longer be easily hurt by others' words or actions. You will learn to forgive and be more compassionate. You will stop expecting too much from others and instead appreciate what they can offer. Remember, those who hurt you are also suffering. If someone acts negatively toward you, it's because they are carrying their own burdens. If you respond with anger, you only fuel the cycle of suffering. But if you react with understanding, you free yourself from pain. No one is perfect. If you expect others to always treat you perfectly, you will always be disappointed. But if you accept that everyone has flaws, you will find it easier to forgive. When you change, the world changes. When you let go of resentment, you will notice that the people around you also start to change in a positive way. Conclusion: letting go of worries is not always easy. But once you do, you will feel a profound transformation in your life. Your mind becomes lighter, no longer trapped by the past or anxious about the future. Happiness comes from simple things, and you no longer need to chase after it in distant places. A positive mindset makes you stronger in the face of life's challenges. Your relationships become more harmonious, allowing you to love and understand more deeply. Always remember, happiness is not about what you have, it's about how you perceive life. If you seek a peaceful life, start letting go of unnecessary burdens today. In the next section, we will explore practical methods to let go of worries based on the Buddha's teachings. Stay tuned. Methods to let go of worries. After understanding the root causes of suffering and the benefits of letting go, you might be asking, but how do I let go? How can I truly free myself from negative thoughts and the invisible pressures weighing on my mind? Letting go does not mean giving up everything. It means choosing what truly matters and releasing what no longer serves you. When you master the art of letting go, you'll realize that happiness doesn't come from owning more but from knowing what is enough and appreciating what you already have. Below are effective methods to help you let go of worries and attain inner peace. A. Stay calm and release anger and envy. One of the biggest sources of suffering is anger, resentment, and envy. When you allow these negative emotions to take control, true peace becomes impossible. The Buddha taught, holding onto anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned first. When you hold onto anger, the one suffering the most is you. When you envy others, you are the one who feels dissatisfaction. Negative emotions not only drain your mental energy but also harm your physical health. How can you stay calm and free yourself from anger? Daily meditation. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes each day in silence, focusing on your breath. It will help clear your mind and ease emotional burdens. Practice mindfulness. Stay present instead of being swept away by negative emotions. When you feel anger rising, pause, count to 10, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, will this still matter a year from now? Learn to forgive. When someone hurts you, don't react with immediate anger. Understand that everyone has their struggles and unseen pain. Forgiveness doesn't mean accepting their wrongdoings. It means freeing yourself from the emotional burden. Remember, staying calm is not a sign of weakness. It is the greatest strength of an emotionally mature person. B. Seeing things from a positive perspective. There is a story about two men looking out from the same window. One saw mud, while the other saw the blue sky. Life always has two sides. You can choose to focus on the negatives or shift your attention to the positives. The way you perceive life determines whether you experience happiness or suffering. The Buddha taught, life itself does not cause suffering. It is your thoughts about life that create suffering. How can you change your perspective? Focus on the good in each day, every morning. Write down 3 things you are grateful for, even small things like a warm cup of coffee or a beautiful sunrise. This practice helps train your mind to focus on the positive instead of dwelling on problems. Stop comparing yourself to others. Constant comparison leads to feelings of lack and dissatisfaction. Remember, everyone has their own journey. Do not measure yourself against someone else's timeline. Reframe negative thoughts when facing difficulties. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every challenge carries a lesson, an opportunity for personal growth. When you change your perspective on life, your life itself will transform. See knowing contentment to avoid suffering. One of the deepest causes of suffering is desire, the endless craving for more wealth, power, love, and recognition. People constantly chase after more, yet they fail to appreciate what they already have. The Buddha taught, true happiness comes from knowing contentment. Have you ever noticed? A person who has everything but still feels lacking will always be unhappy. A person with only a small home and a simple meal but feels grateful will always be at peace. Happiness is not about how much you have, but about how much you appreciate what you already have. How can you practice contentment? Appreciate the present moment, instead of chasing distant goals. Take time to reflect on the blessings right in front of you, your health, your family, your friends, and the small joys of daily life. Do not let material possessions define your worth. Money can buy many things, but it cannot buy peace of mind. Don't sacrifice your health, time, and happiness for things that don't truly matter. Learn to give. When you share with others, you experience a deeper joy than when you keep everything for yourself. Knowing contentment does not mean having no dreams or ambitions. It means not being trapped in the endless cycle of wanting more. Conclusion. Letting go of worries is a journey, not a one-time event. No one can instantly forget all their worries. But if you consistently practice calmness, positive thinking, and contentment, you will feel lighter and more peaceful each day. Always remember, everything changes, even your emotions. You can't control the world, but you can control how you react. Happiness doesn't come from what you own, it comes from how you perceive life. In the next session, we will explore how to apply the Buddha's teachings in daily life to cultivate inner peace and free yourself from unnecessary worries. Stay tuned. Discovering the power of mindset in life. After exploring the root causes of suffering, the benefits of letting go, and practical methods to cultivate inner peace, you may have come to realize one fundamental truth. Suffering does not come from external circumstances, it arises from within our own minds. The Buddha taught, the world is impermanent, everything is constantly changing. If the mind remains unshackled, nothing can cause suffering. When we learn to control our minds instead of letting our minds control us, our lives will naturally transform. Letting go is not loss, it is liberation. Many people mistakenly believe that letting go means giving up, admitting defeat, or losing something valuable. But in reality, letting go is not about losing, it is about freeing yourself. When you release what brings you suffering, you don't lose anything. Instead, you gain freedom, lightness, and peace of mind. Imagine you are gripping a rope tightly. If the rope is being pulled, it will cut into your hands, causing pain. The only way to stop the pain is to loosen your grip. But instead of letting go, most people instinctively hold on even tighter, only making the pain worse. Life works the same way. When we cling to resentment, anger, or unrealistic expectations, we only make ourselves suffer more. But when we learn to let go, we realize that you don't need to control everything to be happy. You don't need to compete with others to feel valuable. You don't need to hold on to the past or fear the future to fully embrace the present. Happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances. Many people believe, if I had more money, I would be happy. If I found the perfect partner, I wouldn't feel lonely. If I achieved my goals, I would feel fulfilled. But the truth is, no external condition can bring lasting happiness. Even when you achieve what you desire, you may still feel like something is missing. The Buddha taught, happiness does not come from what we have, it comes from how we perceive life. When you shift your mindset, you will realize, happiness is not about what you own, but about how you appreciate what you already have. Peace does not come from a life without difficulties, but from accepting life as it is. True serenity is not found in external conditions, it is found in your mind. So don't wait for the perfect moment to be happy. Choose to be happy right now. How to maintain inner peace in daily life. Here are simple yet powerful practices to cultivate a peaceful mind every day. In the morning, upon waking up, take a few deep breaths and express gratitude for a new day. Remind yourself, today, I choose peace. Throughout the day, when facing challenges or dealing with difficult people, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, is this really worth losing my peace over? In the evening, before going to bed, write down 3 positive things that happened during the day, whether it's a delicious cup of coffee, a moment of laughter with a friend, or simply a peaceful sunset. This will help shift your focus to gratitude instead of dwelling on worries. Remember, inner peace is a choice, it does not depend on circumstances. Final message. Live simply. Embrace contentment, and cherish the present. There is a beautiful saying, life is already difficult enough, don't make it harder with negative thoughts. You cannot avoid all difficulties, but you can choose to be kinder to yourself. Let go, not to give up, but to free yourself. Happiness is not a destination, it is how you walk the journey. Peace of mind is not the absence of suffering, it is the ability to not let suffering control you. You deserve happiness, you deserve a peaceful life. And it all starts with your choice, right here, right now. So choose to let go of what no longer serves you. Choose peace, choose to live fully, with an open heart. If you found these insights meaningful, share them with others so they, too, can find peace in their hearts. And don't forget to leave a comment. Share your own journey of letting go so we can continue spreading positivity together. Remember, a peaceful mind leads to a peaceful life. When you change, your world changes too. Thank you for being here. Every Buddha story is a path to wisdom, every teaching a light to guide the soul. If today's message touched your heart, don't let it fade, light to spread wisdom, share to awaken others, comment your thoughts, and subscribe with the bell to continue this journey together. May Buddha's teachings bring you peace and clarity. English Buddhism, stories that enlighten the soul.